all fucked up after what you said earlier.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, all right, Zorro.
With that being said, we have 10 freaking hours. 10 freaking hours days left.
Yeah.
Till DreamCon, baby.
I was gonna say, I know what that shit is from now.
Nigga said that shit was playing in the background. He said, oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, I seen the clip on YouTube and clicked on it. It said 10. I was like, okay, let me see what that shit is. Like, oh, that's him saying that shit from 8 Mile. That's why they keep putting his ass on that shit from fucking Sinners. Okay. I got you.
Makes a lot more sense now.
Makes a lot more sense now. Yes, sir.
By the note cards I have in front of me, it says DreamCon is around the corner. It's time to dress back up for some cosplays.
That don't say DreamCon is around the corner. That should say C2E18.
Sorry. My bad. It was the other one.
Yeah, we have. I don't think we got no DreamCon picture printed out. We just took the picture in front of the thing.
Yeah, we definitely don't. All right, well, fuck it. With that being said, welcome back, ladies and boys and girls, and shows from all ages. The 1216 podcast is back to bring you the greatest podcast in the world. With a better duo than Big E and Kofi Kingston. With a better duo than Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. We aren't the Boo Day or the New Day, but we are the 1216 podcast.
That's not good. Yeah. Yeah, we are back for another week. 3 episodes this week. One Piece is back this week.
Oh my gosh, I cried.
And what an episode it was, to say the least.
Fuck One Piece, bro.
Man, 3 really good episodes for different reasons each. To be honest, they were all kind of, well, one was definitely well, you could say 2. 2 were emotional.
Number 1
first
and
and 3. First and third. And then for me, I was really, really interested just because of where I am in My Hero, because I started a rewatch a little while ago. And I'm in season 7 right now, so the most current season that's going on.
Oh wait, hold on, wait, my bad. Hold on, wait, hold on.
What you got to put open? Yeah, I'm in the most current season right now, with the fight literally just about to begin. The final battle and everything. So there's stuff that's talked about in this episode that's talked about a bit. I don't think really
it was
a lot. It's not talked about in this current season, really. I don't think. But the key emphasis that I'll touch on when we get to talking about the show is some stuff that happens in the previous season with the whole My Villain Academia arc and all of that kind of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff that they talk about in that with Destro and his whole conversation with society and all that kind of stuff that I thought was just really interesting, and I was really glad that I was getting to watch that around the same time. So I finished watching the episode, and you get to hear Lady Nagant, and she gives her whole talk and speech about it. Like, so that's literally where I was right after I finished the new episode. So that was really cool just for that to kind of sync up the same way. So I definitely talk a lot more about that when we get to that episode. So y'all know how I am about My Hero. So all those connections and all that kind of stuff, I really just really love seeing it. Fire Force is emotional as well as informational. Not My Hero. One is very emotional. And it kind of
stop there, bro.
I was gonna say, and it kind of gives you some starting to kind of give you some backstory on events that happened in the past that we never got.
You trying your best. You trying your best.
You see, yeah. Events in the in the past that, I mean, they show it literally in this episode,
Yeah.
but we get to see it and kind of experience all of that next week going forward. So
God Valley.
it's a lot of a lot of stuff to come for sure with that. Yeah, they did say it in the episode, so we can't say it. Yeah, so we can't say it.
We here on God Valley now, bitch ass niggas. Yeah, fuck you talking about. And also shout out that bitch ass nigga casting out, bro. And no way in hell you didn't bring us on to the show, nigga.
I am
all your friends on. Fuck you, nigga. With that being said, let's jump right into Fire Force before I start throwing fire at this nigga house in Atlanta, bro. Fuck dude.
I am dead. No. Fire Force, yes, good episode. We pick up basically where we left off with Moonlight Mask. Yeah, Moonlight Mask, even though we all know it's Captain Shimon, and we kind of see the whole setup of him. I forgot the Conroe. We get to see how he kind of sets him up, telling him to put his stuff the other way and telling him kind of what to say and all that kind of stuff to make it seem like it's not him, but we all know as soon as he shows up that it was him, especially when he starts doing his moves, EI chop and all that kind of stuff.
First off, you knew it was him from the X and the O. Like, that was a dead giveaway.
Come on now.
Then the nigga standing there with his shirt off like this. Well, half for yo. Come on,
we know it's you.
We know who it is, bro.
We know it's you, yeah. So it's basically him coming in and saving Company 8 from everything that goes on, that had taken place in those past episodes to try and get Captain Obi back. But the kind of crazy thing about it, even after they're successful in getting away, it seems like how Maya says everything is going according to plan. So I'm kind of wondering, like, their plan is, you know what I mean? Like, how does this, why would you bring him in to have them come in to get him out to escape? Like, what did that really accomplish? Maybe it has something to do with Iris and her ability and whatever it was that she did. And then also comes into fold later on with the real crux of the episode, with the main part of the episode, which is them doing the whole investigation still with the doppelgangers and all that kind of stuff, and how that leads back to the church where Hibana and Iris were raised and everything. So you get to see at the very end.
Yeah,
at the very end, how they ended up going to the basement and everything. So with Lieutenant Kareem, I can't remember the other guy who lost his arm, but those two who were Burns's, lieutenants and whatnot, as well as Hibana, they all end up there at the same place. They're looking into it kind of on their own, but they kind of know Hibana has something, not that she's involved with it, but she kind of has something to do with it just because that's where she was raised. She's already suspicious, as we've seen from last week's episode. So she goes there to check it out and everything. I can't remember his name, but the guy who does the gas into the I can't remember his name.
I had his name. I should have wrote shit down, bro.
I can't remember his name, but he blows the gas into the balloons and it explodes. So the backdraft bubble gum and everything. I remember what he can do and all that. I just don't remember his name. So
that's actually Raw ass fucking ability. That's why.
So getting to see them all kind of come together at the church, and she kind of just goes, we see they kind of give a flashback, not of them, of the kids really, but kind of. They do give a flashback of them at one point in the episode where they kind of see them all playing around, and you get to see the kind of nun who was in charge of everything that was going on and all that kind of stuff, which clearly comes into play later on at the very end of the episode, and all of that. So it's just it's nuts. It's really nuts. So we see the routine of kind of them growing their own food and eating and their kind of day-to-day routine and all that kind of stuff. When they all end up getting together, like 12 said, when they go to the basement, because they're investigating, they know something's going on. Hibana finds out that there's like something underground just because of the kind of device she had, and she kind of the acoustic something on how she was stepping on the floor, and the thing on her wrist could monitor it. So she found there was an underground layer.
Put this shit inside there.
Yeah, and then Kareem cooled it down and blew it up. They go down there, and basically they see
the pillars everywhere.
Well, the eight pillars. So they kind of know that's kind of symbolic. But really what they see is a lot of books and everything, and it kind of seems normal, like normal cooking and all that kind of stuff, and how to grow food and all that kind of stuff. Their normal daily routine stuff that the girls went through. But Hibana in her head, she's like, oh, she's connecting the dots, like, oh, something's not right. They were doing something to us while we were here trying to accomplish some type of goal. But what is it? And then at the very end of the episode, you see the nun come in who should have been dead, who was in the flashback, and she's kind of like, Hibana, you being nosy again, blah blah blah, and we gonna see where that goes next week, because we need more answers.
That shit gave me Matilda vibes, bro.
I've never seen it.
Oh my gosh, bro! I keep forgetting you haven't watched.
I've never seen a lot of movies.
Yeah. God damn it.
So
but
that's crazy to see.
Yeah, that nun was just so fucking creepy. Like, what was it, Sister Sumire
or something like that. I think maybe.
Fucking you want to say like she's like the protector basically. She's gonna watch over everything for the most part. And as soon as something goes wrong, I want to say like, you're being nosy again, meaning like, all right, cool, this had to happen before. When you was a kid, you got in trouble for it, probably don't remember, and now you're back at it again. Or are you saying that you've been nosy before, you had a clone that was there before?
No, I was just gonna say nosy, like just normal kid stuff, because you see how Hibana is now. So yeah, that's what I think it is.
Same exact way. But then again, you can't put it past it. It could be like a clone acting up, and then she gets taken down, and a new clone goes out. It could be that form also. But I don't think
I don't think it's that. But we'll see.
They got that many clones.
We don't know. We don't have enough information to truly judge. So
yeah,
because even if it was a clone, because why would you be still looking into what all was going on? You know,
we had that shit, yo. When you replace some of your fragments, stay with you and shit. What was this from? Not Young Justice. It was something else that we've both watched before, when like the clones had like all connected to one another. Like, all right, cool. Here go the memory bank that you should have up until this age. Go out there and be great, but remember, don't be nosy.
We'll see. I don't know.
But like I said, I don't think that's probably like the low part of like where I think it may be going. But for sure, my boy Benny Murray took the show for me, bro. That nigga
went crazy. Him fighting Dragon. I'd like to see a longer version of that for sure.
I still want to see Arthur take on Dragon, bro.
Wouldn't mind that either.
I know Dragon not done with. Not gonna be done with, but at least hold him off at least. But train him up a little bit more, get him out the hood, go out there, make some noise. Let's go, Arthur. But then, niggas been nosy all damn day because we got a damn inspector's sister walking around.
I am dead. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was a good one, right?
Yeah, that was decent. Yeah, that was a pretty cool.
Decent, bro.
I'm dead. That was pretty cool to see, though. The fact that the girl basically from the cover and all that kind of stuff, and how she was going to be involved. And now that we know she's actually Detective Tsukauchi's sister. So that's pretty cool to see, because in the regular series, we don't know that he does have a sister. So that was real interesting. It really plays up on the whole fact that he's in college. He's a college kid, because that's really where we start off. That's how he ends up meeting her, because she's a student at the school as well. She's an upperclassman. She asked,
investigate that dark realm.
Investigate their basically their hero organization, their little group,
the vigilante group.
Yeah. She wants to investigate them and ask them, questions and all that kind of stuff, because we come to find out that she's like writing reports and doing all this kind of stuff for school and everything, but she wants to do more investigation between the difference between heroes and vigilantes and
villains.
Yeah, and how all that got kind of twisted up, because it was really cool hearing her talk just about how vigilantes were the first heroes, which we've heard as well from like
189.
189 vigilantes working in Rhode Island. And when the whole hero organization got like legitimately established. Only
Seven
7
came out.
people got through. I thought my prediction was 5, so I was right there at it. That only 7 made it through. The whole reason they were really doing that was to what you kind of hear Redestro talk about in My Hero is they wanted to create some kind of order. It had nothing really to do with true
Good or
freedom,
evil.
true freedom of being able to use your quirk. It's more about trying to keep the status quo, which caused suppression of people not being able to use and do and things of that nature. So you end up looking at vigilantes, the 189, the 7 who made it to being heroes. You look at the rest of them now as villains, even though for the past however long it was, they were the ones you looked at to actually save and protect. You know what I mean? Save and protect the peace.
Which goes again towards popularity, like you said. It was all.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, how she talked about. Can you guess what was the determining factor of what made people becoming, heroes or being deemed as villains? And he was basically like, "Oh yeah, something basic as following the law. The people who do what's right are
wrong."
And I was instantly like, no, and we see it in My Hero, and it's a huge talking point. It's the fact that it's popularity. It's
a ranking system for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Very similar to Hero X, which we'll get back to.
I am dead. I am dead. Yeah, that is true. That is true as well. But yeah, it's really cool to see that, and it draws, like I said earlier, it draws so many comparisons to My Hero and what they talk about and why Hero Society is failing in the current system. This is 5 years current, so you could see it start to begin to, you know what I mean, go down that kind of path in a way, you know what I mean? So we'll probably see that as the seasons go on to, I don't know, maybe say 5 seasons or something like that. We get up there. I don't know how long the actual manga for Vigilantes is. I know it's shorter than My Hero because it started after My Hero and it ended before My Hero ended. So it'll probably be something shorter.
1 to 2 seasons type shit.
Yeah, I think it'll be probably more than that. But I'm just real.
They gave us everything. Literally, they're giving us every fucking thing out the gate type shit. So I'm looking at it like 1 or 2 seasons behind it. 3 at the max.
We'll see.
Push it.
We'll see. I'm real interested to see how the story continues to progress and everything, because she goes, basically throughout the episode, she's with him in the room talking, and you see Pop Smoke behind the scenes, and she kind of sees what's going on, because she kind of lives there, even though that's not her actual house. So she was kind of mad at her being there and having.
What if he was trying to come in and clap some cheeks? You feel me? Get down and dirty.
I am there. Well, she would have just had to be there and watch, or listen, or climb out the window, or
join
stop. I'm there, or stop coming into my house uninvited. So.
Facts, because we didn't even see fucking Knuckle Duster come inside the uninvited, and he normally is always inside there. Yeah, we did see his beer cans and Chinese food everywhere, though.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't really see him till later on, where they're having the conversation and training and whatnot on the roof. So about keeping your identity, your personal, the secret life and all that kind of stuff away from a third party and all that kind of stuff. So we will end up seeing how all of this plays out, because my whole assumption is, after we see the whole kind of getting her laptop stolen and everything, when they were kind of doing that investigating, getting
you see the name, right? You're not the.
That's what I thought it was. The crueler. That because
I'm not.
What she has is the ability. She's basically a human lie detector. Essentially, she touches your hand, if she can tell essentially if you're lying or not. So when she asks him, "Is he the crueler?" He's like, "No." I was like, that's gotta be because she asked, "Is he the crueler?" And he's not the crueler. He keeps saying all the time, he's the crawler. Yeah, so we'll see how that all plays into effect, because she's not leaving. She'll be around for a little, I don't know how long she'll be around, but at least from the teaser for next week, she'll still be around next week. So I'm looking forward to see what her involvement in the story is going forward and what she kind of wants to, because she clearly thought from some point maybe earlier on that he was the crueler, even though he's the crawler, the crueler. They're the same person, but she's right about who he is. So I'm assuming there was some kind of way or some kind of inclinations that she had to be able to kind of figure that out. So
well, it was
see.
the latter factor one with it. So yeah, of course, like if she asks, "Are you the crawler?"
I'm talking about beforehand. She had some kind of instincts or something that led her to want to ask him.
I wonder if it's the fact that the nigga keep taking his fucking mask off.
I don't know. We'll see.
The nigga literally every episode he takes his mask off so people could fucking hear him and they see him. Like, what are you doing, bro? You're a vigilante.
Really is at the end of the day, motherfucker just wearing a hoodie. So
that's it, bro. Like you can tell who this nigga is. A hoodie and a damn
he got the glasses now.
Yeah, which is kind of sick though, and some new moves. New moves. He working on leg sweep. Mm-hmm. Hey, he got
windbreaker.
Hey, he got. Hey, man. Hey,
duck.
Run away.
What did he say? To the fucking roly poly. That's what he called that shit. What he taught blonde Nere. What he taught him, yeah.
He doing some shit though. But then the two teenagers that was always there around them, like they keep making fun of him. They know it's the crawler, but they keep calling him a crueler, making a joke out of it. And I guess that just went on running a joke of it. So basically, the crawler is creepy. He's a cockroach. Pop is a big booty girl, and then Knuckle Duster
is scared of him.
Yeah, nobody really had nothing to say bad about him because they don't want to get beat up.
Yeah, pretty much. So, all in all, good episode, and like I say all the time, with this show specifically, I just can't wait to see where the story continues to unfold. Because I just really like my hero and the characters of this world and everything really about it for me. So, looking forward to it, and can't wait until next week, because next week we get the character who's actually holding her on the cover. We actually get to see him, Mr. Excellent or something like that. I believe that's what his name is. So
weird ass fucking, oh my god, the American hero.
Yeah, the American hero.
Yeah. He, my goodness, he looks so cliche. I don't know, bro. I don't know about saying this man or not. He just popular. He gives me Mr. Satan vibes, or for those who don't know the name, Hercule vibes. Shit, fake it till you make it, nigga. Keep going. But of course, I wonder if Inspector Suki, what's his name? Sukuuchi. I wonder if he never talked about his sister, because this is when we see his sister, how she lost her life, basically.
Possible,
because we did hear her say that. Well, you never know. You got to hear all sides. I want to get close to a villain, of course, so I can kind of hear what the villain has to say about what they're doing as I'm reporting for them. So that may play a part in her demise. It may not play a part in her demise. She may even pass away, but for sure that does have some connection to it, because she wants to get every single point of view, whether you're a hero, vigilante, or a villain, and actually go through with everything else. So I'm down for it. I'm all for it.
No, for sure.
I'm just down for it, man. It's for me up. My hero's Vigilante's been doing a really good job. I think I will start back up. I've been watching Black Clover again. Shit's so damn good, bro.
I feel it.
But let's jump right into our final topic of discussion. Somehow, some way, we got a fucking 8-legged spider that can use Deathwing by blinking, and don't got the damn devil fruit. And it's funny, he's doing that in this episode because of the flashback of who pops up inside here is, of course, Ivankov, Deathwing. This episode hurt me though, bro.
Nah,
it was Freeland Garland. He got blonde hair.
Everybody thought it was gonna be red.
So Shanks takes after his mother, which means does you know who have that?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
They got to get better with these color panels, bro.
We will see. Yeah. Right. We will see, man. We will definitely see. All in all, it was it was a really good episode. The emotion from reading it, it doesn't do justice to
It don't.
actually seeing it done to a person and actually hearing the cries and the defeat in a person's voice when they're actually speaking the words that were said. Like it just it brings life to it. You know what I mean? It brings a whole new life to it. So it was really it was really yeah, dun 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 dun. Probably one of the only good moments of the episode, you know. So just we we pick up pretty much where we left off with everything going on with Bonnie, and they kind of give you a replay of that, her going to stab him and everything, and
we figure out
Sanji trying to save him and
regeneration powers.
Yeah, and
his blood goes back into his body.
Sanji trying to save Bonnie and getting like 12 said wink knocked back and everything. So
we know the name of it. The nigga just his ass started glowing and then boom,
he was gone. Yeah. So the rest of the Marines and all that kind of stuff who were there in the area basically get told to like
if you're a vice captain, if you're below
something like
admiral level, below admiral level.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly.
Admiral, captain level, get the fuck out of here.
Something like that. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what the level is, but certain levels aren't allowed to see him and everything. So maybe not necessarily just not allowed to see him, but the ability that he has, be destroyed, blown away by it because you aren't strong enough to handle it. So
you got to be captain. I mean, you remember we did see him wipe out them two that looked at him like they instantly.
Yeah. I think that was more so by choice of him doing that because of what they said about how he looked and everything. I think that was more so by choice. Like, oh, I'm a monster. Well, die. I'll prove you right. Die. So getting to see all of that. Him basically telling them all the Marines to stand down and everything because he's there. It's nothing they can fucking do. So just chill out. If anything, I'll tell you when to do something or anything like that. So then we pretty much go from him trying to attack Luffy and Frankie saving Luffy and everything to him talking to Kizaru. Frankie and how you the new voice actor?
It started growing me a
little. Grow on you? Okay.
It's growing on me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't get the anymore behind it, but I mean it's starting to grow up on me. And it seems like he has a lot more talking points now than I remember from before. When I was reading the chat, he
seems a lot more active. Yeah, he definitely does.
He's doing the justice right now, bro. But just like you were saying, fucking how
he saves him,
fucking strong right in, grabs him, pulls him right back, and then of course Luffy gets death out of his fucking hands. But hey, it is what it is, type shit.
He's still alive. That's all that matters. Kizaru laying on the ground, still, knocked out from when Luffy
he punched this nigga head went through his
head.
Like you gonna have a headache for days, bro. Like first off, bro, nigga, did you just put your fist through my skull without making it come out the side?
Through it, bro.
This ain't fucking Tom and Jerry.
Boing, boing. Yeah, it is in Gear 5, my boy.
hey, we got a point there. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, sir. And then from there, you pretty much
it all goes downhill for the.
Yeah, you kind of had the conversation between Bonnie and Saturn talking about the stuff that you did to my dad and everything, and then we go right into the backstory of Kuma, and basically it's going to be from his life, when he was born to currently what's essentially going on in the One Piece world. So it's a lot of stuff that you're gonna get to see that kind of blows my mind, or blew my mind when I read it. Some of the behind the scenes for some stuff that he actually gets to see, bro. Like, yeah. That kind of stuff is he really does. It's a tragic but eventful life, and it just at the end of the day, it truly shows how good of a father he is. Like
literally, he's just like his dad.
Yeah.
Like he took on every aspect of a buccaneer and what it's supposed to do, and took on. I can say it because we all know he's a buccaneer. That's no secret anymore. and every aspect of just being there because one day Nika will come and free us. Well, Kuma, because his pops got his brains blown out in front of him.
Bruh. The same. I'm not sure. I think it may have been the same day he found out that his mom was dead.
Yeah, or if not the very next day,
Something
because
like that in the same kind of time
yeah,
span. Yeah.
because he hit him with the when's mom coming back right now? Oh,
And then he broke
sorry
down
to
in the
inform you that
tears when they were out in the open, and then you see him over to in the shaded area. So maybe it was, within the same amount of time, and it's terrible, man. It's terrible. All that because he's a Buccaneer. Now we don't know to this point what the crime was that they committed, that they say they committed the big crime against the government.
They hinted at that.
I was gonna say, but we can assume. I was gonna say, but we can assume that it has something to do with everything in the past with Joy Boy and the war and everything that went on. That's a safe assumption to make. We just don't know specifically exactly what it was for sure. So,
we know they're a strong race of people. We know that for a fact because Kuma's 4 years old and he's lifting all this stuff up and carrying it and just taking everything in.
They made a point of how strong he is for how young he is in the episode. So,
especially because the nigga opened the bars up
and walked out.
Valley and just walked out. See ya.
Yeah. So the famous God Valley incident, we kind of see the very, very beginning part of that at the very end of this episode, and next week it goes full force. It's not spoilers to kind of talk about who all is involved because we've heard about the God Valley incident in the story up to this point, so about Rocks and about Roger and about Garp and all that kind of stuff. The reason you really know specifically about that is when Sengoku gives that speech to the Marines about the incident, and he talks about how you may not have heard about it because the island it no longer exists, it's gone. So
we're gonna speak about that no more.
You know what I mean? So and to hear that Roger and Garp teamed up to actually stop what was going on,
Rock Pirates, and not just them, but you can say the rabbits.
Yeah.
They did say that. I was trying.
That's what they called them. Yeah, that's what they called them.
Hunting of rabbits. But Kuma finds out, like, hey, we got it. Doctor comes back instantly, on his ass. The government came here and found out. Get your ass out the way. Kick shit out of him inside his back. Pushed him inside there. Next thing you know, inside the church, you. Let's go. We out of here.
Straight to Marie Joie. GG's. That's it. And once you there, it's over. Yeah. For the most part, unless like Fisher Tiger or somebody coming around. If you're around during that kind of time period. Yeah. So otherwise, you kind of.
I mean, fucking Kuma did.
Or when late. I was gonna say, or later on when they come back with Sabo and all of them, which we saw recently,
So actually, a lot of people escaped the motherfucker. Thinking about that now. Yeah, they had a whole
at least two different. I was gonna say we know at least two different times with Fisher Tiger and then with Sabo and all of them. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then of course Kuma, he freely comes and goes, but he has a sensor inside of him that
it's something to all of that and what's going on with that. So you'll see all of that when we get there for sure. So it's great that we are in this point now. So you'll get to see what all this. It's crazy, man. It really is. It's not being oversold how sad we say it is and all the traumatic stuff that he goes through. I'm just trying to look for I'm kind of pausing and going slow because I'm trying to look for the right words to make sure I'm explaining it properly because it's bad, man. It's really bad. I mean, we're in the One Piece world where there are bad backstories, but this is not the baddest. It is top 2 or 3.
It's easily S tier with either one of whatever.
Exactly. No matter what you want to rank it in as far as number order, it's S tier regardless. So you'll see in the coming weeks because that's really all the next couple of weeks are gonna be about.
So prepare all his backstory. Prepare the fucking waterworks.
That for sure.
Because sitting there,
it's just if you thought this episode was something, it's only just begun. It only gets worse. So his life has been terrible essentially since
since
he
birth,
was 4 years old.
yeah,
4 years old.
yeah.
He made it to 4 years old, living with his family in that little castle and everything, without any
church
problems. Whatever it was, the church castle, whatever it was.
Which comes back to play later on. Just keep it in mind.
Yeah. So yeah. So being able to stay there that whole 4 years, that was beautiful. And ever since he was 4, life, he has some kind of brief reprieves in there, which we will get to see. But the majority of his life is tragic. It's a tragic story, for sure.
It's one of those things where it's like we can't put words behind how fucked up it's gonna be, and without actually seeing it, you can read it all you want, but seeing it, different story. And just know, God Valley, we got to see two important key figures that's gonna play a huge part in the development of Kuma and what's happened inside his life. One being Ivankov, and one being a young lady that he's with, which you'll get to know next episode for sure.
Can't wait to see it animated, man. Really
this
can't.
Shit is fucked up. This shit is fucked up. But we like I said again at the beginning, we started talking about the shit, bro. Like just seeing Garland pop up, the blonde like fucking Super Saiyan 3 over the top hair, like going crazy with it, and the smooth aura he got as a god knight, versus is one of those. But Kuma, hey, he's in good hands, like Allstate stand. Especially because he fought on 4 or 5 dudes that it took 4 or 5 grown men to beat him and say, "Hey, no, come with us." So
and that's kind of because he didn't fight. He kind of just balled up. He didn't fight back. You know what I mean? If he actually chose to fight, he would just swing his arm. He bent the bars. Think about how strong you have to be to bend steel bars, so he could knock all they ass unconscious if he so chose to. But that's not who he is. He's a lover, not a fighter, for sure. Big soft ass teddy bear.
That's definitely what the fuck it is.
As you will come to see throughout these coming episodes, for sure. He a real one.
I like how we got to see somebody inside there. That's kind of made my heart a little warm, knowing, but also like, damn, it's almost that time for that character. Their time is next.
Yeah, I can't wait to see next week's episode, just because we finally get to see some more past action with Roger being involved.
Yeah, but that I'm so disappointed inside that shit, bro.
I'm excited.
I am, but
I'm excited. Once they showed that shit and you saw him kind of,
but you know what happens though, bro.
I was like, oh my God, let's go, fucking Roger. He had the fucking straw hat on and everything around his. I was like, bro, I can't wait to see. Hopefully, you know what I mean? I don't know how much we're going to actually get to see of that. Or is it going to be more so kind of bits of that, really, with really the focus on what's going on with Kuma and everything. So even if that is the case,
this is the flashback for Kuma. So what he's seeing,
that's what I was gonna say. Even if that is the case, even with that still going on, even if we don't get to see a lot, I'll still be appreciative of what we do get to see. It could just be a little scene, a scene as little as how they
did in manga.
No. They got to do that. When they ran, who was it? When they ran up with Whitebeard. When he had Odin on the ship. As small as that. Them just running and then doing the hockey clash and then going back to Kuma. You know what I mean? I'm fine with that, but just getting to see them would be cold, you know?
We're going to have some anime only moments inside there for sure.
We have to, because the chapters don't, you know what I mean? Yeah. You got to fill out some space. So that's what I'm hoping is what's going to be anime only stuff, you know? So we'll see. We'll see. We know we're gonna get to see at least a snippet, a glimpse of them, because they showed that shit for the preview.
And flying through with the fucking red jacket.
And the hat on and the sword. Oh shit, let's get it. And saw Whitebeard too. Can't wait.
Hey man,
can't wait. Probably won't get to see Rocks, but hopefully we'll get to see yeah, maybe. And we'll probably get to see Young Gart again too. So looking forward to it, man. Really looking forward to these next episodes.
Get right to work.
Even as tragic as it may be, I'm looking forward to these next couple episodes with this backstory for sure.
Which is weird because you look at the shit again. I don't know why it's not really. It wasn't connecting at first, but why is Garp still shaped like a fucking like a water like a 10% Buccaneer? He's shaped like a fucking Buccaneer in a ray.
I get what you mean.
Top heavy,
bulky up top.
Yeah. So it should be interesting as fuck. I'm super fucking excited for that, but I'm even more excited for DreamCon.
Oh man, for sure. Right around the corner, man. Right around the corner. So y'all will be getting
you said vacation starts on Friday?
Huh?
Your vacation start Friday?
No, it starts Thursday when we go out there.
Oh, okay. You didn't take the whole week off this time?
No, I'm off the week after.
Oh, so the recovery week. Smart man.
Because I would have rather just used like a day or two when we got back from because we'll come back Monday and I would just use the day or two Tuesday. But yeah, but I couldn't do that because too many people had that week, so I couldn't do it. Because if I could have put it during that week, I may have actually tried to use some days to try and go out to fucking MomoCon and DreamCon too. But
makes sense, yeah.
It is what it is. We going to one, so that's all that matters. Yeah. Should be a good time. First time to Houston.
Hopefully get down to ATL next year to get a fucking MomoCon. You got to
for sure. Definitely gonna look into that for sure. For sure.
If they push DreamCon back, another like, where was that last time? What was it, the end of June or some shit like that?
Something like it definitely felt like it was later in the summer.
It felt like it was damn near right before. Actually, a matter of fact, yes, it was. It was the end of July.
Because it was right before SummerSlam.
Yes, literally. And SummerSlam was on August 3rd. So it was literally like the last week or two of July.
Mm-hmm.
So help us out here, MomoCon and DreamCon. Let's not have them back to back again. Gonna make the shit happen. But with that being said, man, 16, you got your lineup ready, man?
What you think I got the motherfucking do-rag on for, gang? You already know.
No, I'm talking about your cosplay lineup when we get down there.
Oh, I thought you meant my hey shit. What you think?
Hey, look, you know how it is, bro.
Hey, you already
we got a fresh twist, man.
I'm ready, man. No,
with the waves on top.
I'm dead. I'm pretty sure I think I might get some new stuff. We'll see, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna just wear some stuff that I already got.
All right, you might get some new shit from down. Wait, hold on. That's gonna be fast as fuck. Well, shit. With that being said,
I get my shit off. I get my shit off Amazon.
Yeah, oh yes, you get shit. Yeah, coming pretty fast. Yeah. Well, with that being said, 16, take us home.
All right, everybody. We appreciate you all for tuning in to the live show or the live re-upload of the live show. We appreciate either or, and we appreciate you for making this point in the video, because that means you have basically made it to the end, which truly helps us, truly helps out the video, truly helps us here at the channel, at the Toy 16 Podcast. If you did watch it, you did like it, you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button. You want to see more from the 1216 Podcast, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to get notified anytime 12 might drop something, anytime I might drop something, anytime we might drop something together, or anytime we might go live like we are now, hit that notification bell, select all, and we will see y'all in the next one.